Hello, I'm Floyd, and welcome to World of Tanks. Today we're in the Tier 5 French heavy, the BDR. This is a great little tank. It's not got an awesome amount of armour on it. Most things will pen you. It doesn't angle brilliantly either. It's pretty soft, like most of the French tanks. Most things will hurt you. What's great about this tank is once you've got a fully upgraded, you'll get a tier 7 gun, a 90mm. It does about 135 average penetration with AP. Goes up to about 170, 175 with gold, and you're looking at about 100, nothing like 100, about 45 to maybe 40 penetration with HE. But it's the damage with the gun. You get to about 240 with AP and gold, and it will go up to 320, 325 with HE. So if you can get it into the side of a turret of, say, a Hellcat, for instance, he's going to know about it if you fire HE into his hull. Bearing in mind he's only got 12mm of armour, so he should go through without too much worry. The reload on this is a bit painful. It's just over 8 seconds. It's about 8.2 seconds with a good crew. I do run vents on this. I run vents on a lot of tanks, and on this because it helps. Gives 5% to all of the crew. It's one of our teammates getting bored. 5% to every crew member: the driver, the loader, and the commander, which he in turn passes on to everybody else. So it's a good tank. Slow reload. I mean, if you think about the prototype the video I put up just recently, that had, and its tier 10 gun, an 8.1 second reload. This is a tier 7 with an 8.2 second reload. But you're in a tier 5 game, you do an awful lot of damage in one go. I shot him in the base, which pretty much where he keeps all his armour. There's a plate on the front. If you see, I've got to aim for it this time. There you go. 267, so not too shabby. Now, keeping an eye on the map, there is a fair few of us over this side. Again, this is another map where everyone wants to play on one side, and because we were the heavies, we figured we'd probably better come this way because a lot of our tier 6s have gone the other way, apart from the 150. And we couldn't leave him on his own. So now we've cleared this area. I think a few of them are going to push on, and I'm going to go back because they are going to be pushing into the cap. And it's KV 85 who has just died, and now it's our artillery fending them off. So I'm heading back. According to the mini-map as well, it's giving me that bug again where half the team is a platoon mate, and that's not the case. I do have a teammate with me, or two teammates with me. I've sent in, I think he's in the Churchill, one, and Custard, who is in the BDR, he's got 3 kills so far. But they all seem to have come back and left Custard on his own, so he's not going to last over there with his 8 second reload. He's a very good player, so he could well do, but if they rush him, then after that first shot, he's pretty much doomed. So we're going to have to go back to the cap. I'm not going to push right round that corner. I'm going to probably go left. See if I can get a shot on this guy first. If I can get a shot without getting knocked. There you go. Waiting for the reload. He's tracked. Yeah, he's out. Now we've got to get away from the 34. Side on. Don't go side on. That's just... You don't have much armour, but why show him the weakest point? So they're pushing the cap quite heavily now. There's an 88, quite worrying. KV. Side of the turret, or around about the driver's hatch on the front. on that plate right there. Got Stug. Here's a one shot. If we can. But he's not the only one round there. Possibly get rid of him first. He's already out. Oh, that's an artillery hit. Something shooting from behind. Oh, can't get no shot. Push forward. Bear in mind they are pushing around the rear. That'll do. Let's turn. We've got Churchill, which is a little gold tier 5. Great little tank. I have one of those. I've got it on sale. And even though this T-34 seems to be showing him his arse, for whatever reason. Ah. Okay, so possible one shot. However, I've only got 3 hit points, so the slightest bit of splash from artillery could end it. 34 finished. TD, T25 left. That's another great tank, another a good gold little German medium. Let's turn around. Is he going to see my hit points and think, I will have some of that? Good, he did. Pull back in behind the rocks. I think we did a... Oh, there you go. Yeah, don't go. If you see a tank with 3 hit points, he still has a gun on him. So bear that in mind. I'm going to sit here for a bit, just in case any more RT comes in. Have a little think about what to do next. Okay. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to cover... No, still haven't decided yet. The Churchill, our teammate, sent, he's only got 78 hit points, and he's pretty soft. They have Jagdpanzer TD and 2 artillery. The AMX 13 F3, great tank. I have one of those. I think by the time this video comes out, the AMX video may be out. I'm not sure which one will go first, but it's quite nice artillery, that tier 6. So we're going to kind of cover this side. The AMX is quite fast. Not sure about the... I think that's a German artillery. Not sure how fast that is. Never driven one. And the Panzer, I believe, it's got reasonable speed, so they can both, well, they can, 2 of them at least can get up here at a reasonable rate. Bearing in mind the artillery shouldn't really it'll take him too long to aim in. So we've got 3 hit points. There's only 2 of us left. And they have 3. And we're both pretty banged up. No shot. I missed him. Need to move. He didn't let that aim in. He just fired. I'm not going to get through there, which is a complete shame. So let's move away from him. Trying to keep under the ridge slightly. There's a slight ridge there, if you can see that. So we want to try and keep underneath that. Let's move away. Hopefully the Jagdpanzer will go to my last known position, which may give me a few seconds to get aimed on him. There he is. He has a lot of health. In terms of, he's more than a one shot. Reload. Get rid of him. Okay, artillery, we know. Wow, did you see that? I never noticed the tracer before. I was so busy, but blimey. So both of the artillery over in that direction, they both came from, I think that came from over the back there somewhere. Somewhere over here, I believe that came. Looking at that tracer. Oh, you know, that's just... I can't tell you how lucky that is. 3 hit points, and he tracked me, but they did no HP damage. I can't tell you how lucky that was. I would have been frustrated as hell if that was my shot. So we're not going that way. We're going to go out a bit wider. Hopefully he hasn't noticed the fence being knocked down. Right, he's out. And so am I. So the lap run out in the end. But I've been getting a lot of games like that just recently where I've finished with absolutely... Either if I finish, I just have no hit points left. I seem to be discarding the hit points. It seems to be the new thing to do. So it's all down to Cent now in his little Churchill. He's going to try and force the cap. Got the AMX. That's 25-second reload if he's fully stocked with the large gun. If he's got the smaller gun, then he's going to have around about a 20-second reload. The aim time is quite bad. In terms of artillery, it's not that bad at all, really. It's quite good. But when you're going up against a standard tank, then yeah, he's going to out-aim you every time. Unless you're pre-aimed. So he's going to try and sneak in the back of the cap, get it started, and let the AMX come to him rather than him go looking for the AMX. If you can keep the AMX moving, or any artillery moving, then the reticule will it's just massive. So he has to start with a fresh fresh aim, which should give him enough time to put at least 2, maybe 3 shots into him. And if the AMX fires, there's a massive chance he's just not going to hit anything. So he started the cap. If the AMX gets a small, even if he just puts a splash in to take a couple of hit points, then we can't cap. It's very close. So he has to stop the cap at least once for a draw. So I think if it was me, I would probably pop up to get a spot and then back off. I would have to draw Cent, then he would have to stay in on the hope of not getting hit, or come and get some. That maybe would tempt some people to go after the artillery, bearing in mind we're into less than a minute of gameplay left. But it's a waiting game. "23 seconds. There he is. He's popped up. Oh, not bad. But he did that on the move. He was very lucky to get it even that far. So unlucky to them. So I got a mastery, but not for the first time in that tank. It seems to be quite an easy one to get it in. 2,700 damage. And looking at that, we did 15 shots, 14 of them hit and 13 of them penned. So not so bad.